Hello ladies and gentlemen of StarCraft Nation, Zoe here from the StarCraft Squad, and today I'm bringing you another user submitted replay. Spawning over here on the bottom left is Haptiic. He is our user submitter. He is the red Protoss that we want to win, and spawning in the top right is Tag D. He is our Zerg player, and we want him to lose. Now, we're just going to monitor Haptiic's play. We got a pylon on 9, which is perfect, pretty standard. And then he's sending out his scout, which is also standard, especially on a 4-player map. Now, I'm going to pause real quick and point this out right now. Shakuras Plateau, 1v1s, you can't spawn here. Your opponent cannot spawn in close positions. They have to spawn either here or here. So never scout up here on Shakuras Plateau. This is 100% true. They cannot spawn here. They used to be able to do it like 2 or 3 patches ago, but it was really retarded. So you have to spawn cross sides on Shakuras Plateau, here or here, but never straight above you. So you don't ever need to waste time scouting this one right here. So back to the play. Now, it doesn't look like we're using our Chrono Boost yet, and we stopped our probe production. We need to be a little more mindful of this. Still haven't built a probe, still aren't building probes, still aren't building probes. So we're finally building probes again, but we've racked up 70 energy in Chrono Boost. You want to be constantly building probes, constantly Chrono Boosting them out. So gateway's done. We're at 16 food, so we need to be putting on a since we already put down a cyber core, we also need to be putting down a pylon. So get your second pylon down. There you go. So we have scouted that the Zerg player is over here. I know that we have cross positions. Still building probes, but we're up to 59 energy. You want to make sure you're constantly Chrono Boosting. We need to get our second gas out about right now. We're already at 22 food. Should have been out a little bit sooner. We are Chrono Boosting out our first Stalker, and we are getting our warp gate. Getting a second gateway down. Still no second gas though. So we got 3 gates down so far. Not building probes right now. So we got a 4 gate coming. Still no second gas. You want to get that second gas. It's extremely useful. Second gas going down. We're queued up a lot of probes right now. We don't really need to have that many queued up. Just try building one at a time, and then rebuilding one before it finishes. So you always have at least one queued up. So warp gate's finished. We have 3 gates warping in. We don't have a proxy pylon out right now. Looks like we are sending our probe to get it out though. We need to transfer this one to warp gate, which just finished. So make sure you transfer it immediately. So we got a fast expand. But we let him scout us that we're putting a proxy pylon down. So we need to be very careful of that. And right now we're sitting on a boatload of minerals right now. So at this point, if your 4-gate rush failed this hard, what you're going to want to do is instead of building a bunch of units, just go ahead and put a nexus down, put a pylon down outside of it, and get your units over here to defend, and then start warping in units while you expand. Put on a couple more gateways, of course. Right now, we're still sitting on a lot of energy. We're doing okay on our probe production. It could be a little bit better. You just remember, we want to constantly be building probes. See, right now we're building any. So we do have a push from out here, but it was just very few Zerglings. We have a lot of zealots. So right now we just want to stop all production right now. We don't want to build any more units. We want to get out here and expand. It's really late game to be making a push like this. It's where it's not going to be able to do enough damage. So what you want to do is you want to expand. So right now we're sitting on 500 minerals, and you're attacking. So a good thing to note is every time you guys attack, you want to expand. So stop building for just 1 second, get enough minerals to get, just don't warp anything in, and throw down expand. It's 400 minerals, just throw down expansion right here, and then you go start off with your attack. Get your proxy pylon now, which you are. So we're gonna go back to playing. Make sure you guys go in with your zealots at the front, which it looks like he's trying to rearrange his army to do that. And make her push before he gets any spine crawlers down. We need to get in there quickly. So here comes his proxy pylon. Now he sent in his zealots, or his zealots got baited in. You just want to go and commit to this attack. This attack will destroy these stalkers. You have so many zealots and stalkers right now. Still warping in more sentries though. And we do have an expansion going down, which is good. We need to make this attack though. We can't just sit out here building up his force. The longer we take, the more spine crawlers he has to build, the more units he needs to build. You had your chance at beating him. So we need to commit to this. He doesn't have very many roaches, guys, and now he's building more zerglings. He's gonna have time. If he was, you know, decent, he would be building spine crawlers. So we need to commit to his attack. You want to force field off these zerglings, not these roaches. Now, don't fall back. You had the, you know, bigger army there. You could have taken that out. You need to commit to this, warping in more units. Now he does have burrow, which will heal him up. And now he's getting a pretty good surround. You took too long to commit to your attack. He was able to build up his forces strong enough, get more techs. He got his roach burrow. He got roach speed. He was able to do all this, and that's why the attack failed, because you took too long to attack. So now we have photon cannons coming in because we're afraid of the attack. Here comes a bunch of zerglings. And we have our expansion going now. If you look at this base, it's sitting on 100 energy. Just so you guys know, you can chrono boost out you can chrono boost your warp gates, and the units will get out a little bit faster. This one's not building probes right now. This one's not building probes, so make sure you're constantly building probes. They only have 32 harvesters right now, guys, so you want to make sure you're constantly building probes. I'm going to speed up a tad bit right now. Go back to the production tab. So right now we're building in more gateway units. We have an observer because of the roach burrow. Want to be able to constantly see them. Probably want to send this one over here just to see what's going on, see that he's got a spire going, and then build a second one. We do have a robo. We have a Colossus on the way. No thermal lance upgrade yet, though, because we're a little bit gas starved. And right now we're sitting on about a lot of energy on both bases. Make sure you're chrono boosting both out. And right now we're sitting on 800 minerals, so you can build more Colossus, get thermal lance, and then warp in a bunch of zealots. Easily dump for all your money. So right now we're coming out with a big force. He knows we're coming because he had the Zelnaga. And this is a pretty big force, guys. You need to always send out your observers to check. Now, you really want to get Thermal Lance, guys. Thermal Lance is a huge, huge tool. If you don't get Thermal Lance, it can cost you some games. Thermal Lance is a huge, huge, huge buff. So right now, we're sitting on 100 energy on this space. 100 energy on this space. And right now, we're at 1,600 minerals. And with the number of gateways and robo bays we have, there's no way we're going to be spending all that at once. So you either want to throw down more gateways, which I'd say throw down 2 to 3 more gateways, and then you want to also expand. So come take this base right now. If you ever see yourself with this much minerals, there's no harm in throwing down another nexus, because you're not going to be able to spend them that much off of the production facilities you have. So throw down more production facilities, and then also throw down an expansion. So we're deciding to kill this rock. Huge force of zealots, which is at the front of our army, which is good. Need to make sure stalkers don't get too far ahead, though. So here comes a force. You need to be very careful with your Colossus. Don't put them up there like that. They take a lot of unnecessary damage. Keep them at the back. Lots of roaches right now. Making a pretty hefty push right now. You could have won that attack, but you're still falling back for some reason. This force is not that big. 13 roaches. This group right here is more than 30. That's not even including your stalkers. So right now you're losing a lot of zealots because you ran back. Part of this game is knowing when to commit to your attacks and when to run away. So still no thermal lance upgrade. This base is completely out of minerals now, so now you're down to 1 base. This is why you expand here. So you got 2k minerals. So expand here and expand here. So we are expanding here, but we need to be taking 2 bases. Now he does see that we have an expansion. We need to cancel that before it gets killed, so we do cancel it. I like to take this expansion because how close it is to your main base. So we have more Colossus on the way. Still no thermal lance upgrade. Getting some +1s to or we're actually getting +2 to armor, which is great. So we have a Nidus Worm going down someplace. I do not see it though. Maybe it was instantly killed. Oh, he's putting a Nidus Worm down there. What a weird position. So we got expansion going down here, which is great. The Nidus Worm placement is really odd to me. So right now he's getting Corruptors. If you were scouting his base, you would see that he is getting Corruptors. Not really building many probes right now. Need to be transferring about this time though, and you want to move your base out to about right. You want to move your army out to about right here so you can defend your new expansion. Still no thermal lance upgrade, guys. Thermal lance is huge. Increases your range by so much. So, little attack coming. We need to get your army over here. You need to get your army over here right now. You're losing all your probes right now. So right now, if we go to the income tab, we are down to 38 probes. We have 3 bases right now. Both of them, these 2 are almost full on energy. This one's got some, so make sure you're canvassing about probes from all 3 bases. Set the rally point to over here on this one. Keep producing probes. And right now we're getting a little bit mineral starved because we're low on bases, so we want to transfer a lot more probes there. This one's almost mined out, so you want to get most of them over here now. And we're going to be making a pretty big push. We have 5 Colossus, but we have a lot of Corruptors from our opponent. Now, we do have Hydras, we do have Lings, we do have Roaches. The best thing about Colossus is they eat Roaches or Hydras for breakfast. They will dominate them. So if you ever see Hydras, Colossus is a good choice. But we do not have Thermal Lance, which will not give us that improved range against the Hydras. And then here we're coming to make a push. Hopefully we're going to go scout down here. But no, we're going to get surrounded by the base down there. So here comes the surround, but luckily our Colossus are kind of in the middle, so this attack's not going to do as much as he would hope it would. And it's going to be GG at this point. Zerg player did not build very many drones and lost to an economy race. So there's the Corruptors I was talking about. We have plenty of Stalkers and Sentries to counter that. And then tagged up the game. So a couple recaps of what can go better. 100 energy. 100 energy. 100 energy. That right there. Counter this more. Right now we're sitting on 2200 minerals, and like I said, you can expand a couple times, get that pro production going, and then also you can build more production facilities. So maybe build another robo, and then build more gateways. We did get charged, which was good. We never got Thermal Lance. Thermal Lance is huge, guys. It's ridiculous how strong Thermal Lance can make your Colossus. Better proxy pylon play this event. When your first attack went, it failed because of your proxy pylon and it getting attacked. So make sure you're a little bit better on that. And then, what was I going to say? When you guys attack, expand, I mean, this is an economy-based game. When you went for that 4-gate push, you're going to do a lot of damage to them. So make sure you, like, as you're moving out, if you're not doing the all-in 4-gate push, like when you fell back and were, like, just kept rebuilding your army, you want to expand. So make sure you're expanding constantly. Always keep a mindful eye on your energy or your minerals, because if you're ever consistently over 500 minerals and you can't build it or dump it, that means you should expand or you should build more production facilities. Now, you probably want to expand. Expanding gives you a much stronger economy to where you can, you know, spend a lot more get a lot more minerals, and then after you expand, throw down like 4 more gateways and another robo bay. So there's a couple things you can work on. Knowing when to commit with your army, like earlier, you're just sitting outside his base, just kept warping in units, letting him build up more roaches. And then when you're running away and letting them pick off all your army, knowing when to attack and when you'll win is a huge part of this game. So make sure you guys, you know, learn when to commit. And yeah, that's really it for now. Good job to Haptiic for winning. Make sure you guys subscribe. Check us out at StarcraftSquad.net. Join our forum community. And make sure you guys submit your replays at StarcraftSquad@gmail.com, and I'll commentate them for you. I'm Zoya. I'll see you guys next time.